Hey everybody, NWA Prepper here, and it is the middle of the night. It's not quite that late, but it's 11 o'clock, and I was in bed. I'm normally in bed before 9 and asleep, 20 minutes after that. Anyway, so the purpose of this video is, in all of our efforts to be prepared for the gummy bear apocalypse, which I think is super duper uber important, to be prepared for large scale emergencies, grid impacting, supply chain impacting, life altering emergencies. There's some little things that we can do to be ready for everyday emergencies. Some of them are things that we forget. Now, I guess I can't preface it, I've already started. I'm going to add in here that this person whom I'm going to talk about is a wonderful person, very intelligent, very capable, just made an everyday mistake. But the great thing is, the wonderful thing is he knew, I can't pick up my phone because that's it. He knew he could pick up the phone and dial a phone number and get help on the way. That is what a mutual assistance group is about. That's what your prepper group's about. That's what your church group is about. That's what your family's about. And so I'm excited that he knew, even at 10 o'clock at night or 10:30, whatever time it was, he could pick up the phone and call T, and I was on my way. Because I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call reinforcements right away. So, one of the younger gentlemen that I have the pleasure of leading or mentoring, hopefully I'm a mentor to him, I'm trying to be, but I'm certainly one of his leaders, is I was blessed to get that call when he needed help because he had locked his keys in his car. Normally not a big deal. But to a young man in the middle of the night, where he was at, which he was nowhere inappropriate, not that it would have mattered, he knew he could call. He knew he was a member of a team. And the number one thing to be ready for an everyday emergency may not be having everything perfect for you, but knowing who to call when that emergency strikes. Who's the first number you dial? Or the second, or whatever. But who are you going to turn to when there's an emergency? It needs to be someone that you trust. It needs to be somebody you know is coming, regardless of what. It needs to be somebody who's not going to gripe at you at the time. He's not going to preach at you at the time. There are times that it takes a village to raise us even after we're adults. There are times that I need others to go, hey, here's what you did yesterday that I think was wrong. Here's a couple possible solutions. How can I help you get better prepared for things like that in the future? But at the time of the emergency is not it. Anyway, he locked his key in his car, didn't have a hideaway key, didn't have one in his wallet or wherever else, didn't have another key that he could call. You can't call the house and have somebody come out and bring it, because that's not an option. But he did know he could call. And I am not the only person he called, which is great, because the other person that he called was the first person I called when I got off the phone with him. It's wonderful to know not only to know that you've got somebody's back, but it's wonderful to know that they know that you've got their back and that they know that they can call you. And that bond only comes through trust, and trust only comes through experiences and time together. Get ready for those everyday emergencies by building trust up with other people. Prove to them that you've got their back, and hopefully they'll have yours. Or at the very least, it will make it much more difficult for them to say no when you call them in the middle of the night and you're out of gas, or you've got a flat tire, or you need something from them. Even if it's just, I need somebody to sit here on the edge of the river and talk with, or I need someone to meet me uptown for a cup of coffee and a waffle. Whatever it is, being ready for emergency starts with your team, and that starts with your heart. Be willing to give, and it will only strengthen your bonds. I'm starting to ramble, so I'm going to go. You guys are great. Have a great day, great night, great morning, whatever time it is for you. I'm going to bed. Let's get ready.